Hi guys, Liam here from Digital Media Stream, and in this short video we're going to take a look at how to structure a paid search campaign for success, particularly focusing on B2B campaigns. Before we get into it, like always, we begin any type of campaign with our keyword research. So just a quick reminder, we go to the keyword planner in our account, discover new keywords, and for this video, we're going to focus on HR software. So this broad search takes us through and will leave us with something like this. In previous videos, we have gone through how to conduct thorough keyword research. I've kept the same format here. So we look at our very broad all the broad keywords and everything that comes with that search, and then we break it down into opportunities using this traffic light system, just as a reminder from previous videos, and we break it down then into 3 different ad group categories, which is what we're going to talk about today. Just a quick reminder, at the top of the funnel we have very broad keywords. Middle of the funnel has slightly higher buyer's intent, and the bottom of the funnel has the ultimate buying intent, which is where we want to be bidding. So the main focus on today's video is how to structure that campaign and the reasons why we would structure it in this way. So looking at this table, our campaign would be a generic HR software campaign. Then if we use the same tactics as our keyword research, we would structure it top of the funnel, ad group 1, middle of the funnel, ad group 2, bottom of the funnel, ad group 3. At the top of the funnel, we have very broad keywords like mentioned before. HR system software. These are very high-end searches. They're going to come with a lot of search volume, and they're going to be highly competitive, both in the paid space and in the organic space. Therefore, that tells us that we're not really going to be bidding aggressively on these words. Otherwise, we spend a lot of money very fast and get little in return for it in terms of revenue. But where these keywords do come in our strategy is that we discover search queries from these. So using the Google Ads phrase match type, we get anything that comes along with HR system. We could have any type of obscure search query come in on this ad group. We discover it in our search query report, and if it merits it, we then add it to our middle of the funnel ad group. Therefore, if we see some slightly higher buyer intent in our top of the funnel ad group, we move it into the middle of the funnel where we start to bid a little bit more aggressively. So as you can see here, in this ad group, we will then see a higher level of buyer intent. So here we see HR software for small businesses. So that will have lower volume, probably slightly higher CPCs as well, because these will be generating more revenue for businesses. So people will be bidding more aggressively on them, but it does merit bidding aggressively if they are bringing in revenue. And also, what we would be looking for here is we would be looking for content downloads. So we would offer up certain types of CTAs, white papers, certain types of landing pages where it makes people take action on these search queries. And then we would also, the same as the previous ad group, we would also be discovering search queries on an ongoing basis that we would be able to add to our bottom of the funnel ad group, really just growing out this entire campaign and optimizing as we go along. So at the bottom of the funnel, we would most likely see types of keywords like HR software for construction companies. This is a very specific search query. Therefore, it gives off the example that someone is right there in market, ready to punch, ready to speak to an expert, ready to speak to your sales team. So we would bid highly competitively on these keywords. They would have a very low volume, but this is where we would see maximum return. And inside this structure, like I say, we don't only discover new keywords for each ad group beneath, but we also really discover where our revenue's coming from at each stage of the funnel. Therefore, when we optimize and go forward, these keywords might look a lot different. If HR system is just spending money and not giving us absolutely anything in return, we will have already discovered other top of the funnel keywords going along in our optimization. Then we see what type of revenue is coming from what search queries in our middle of the funnel, so we can control our bids there as well. We bid as aggressively as we're getting a return on investment still. And the same goes for here. We have our keywords set and we're bidding very aggressively at this point until the point that it's either bringing in revenue and we scale, or it's not bringing in any revenue and we pause. That's what this structure brings us ultimately. So taking this structure from theory and a table, we would then head back into our account and set up a new campaign as usual. Create campaign without a goal here for the purposes of this video. It is a search campaign. We'll continue. And just like always, HR software will be the name of the campaign. Continue. Start new. And hit next. Assuming all of our settings are going to be what we set them as for our usual campaigns here, then we add our ad groups here. For example, top of the funnel, head back to your research that you've already done. Let's copy that. Let's get our keywords in place. And for the purpose of the video and a little reminder, our phrase match has the quotations at either side. And so on and so forth. You'll add your final URLs, your ads, and everything else that comes with the campaign. But for the purpose of this video, what we're really focusing on is this 3 ad group structure and what it brings. What it brings is maximum control over your bids, lets you very efficiently get rid of traffic that you don't need, and ultimately it helps you very quickly identify what is bringing you revenue. So I hope that helps. Have a lovely day. Thank you for listening.